Welcome to Bleeding Purple and Gold podcast. Today is a sad day to be a Vikings fan. We lost 30-7 to the New England Patriots and fall to 1-1. Well, we can start with early on in the game, the first drive. We were moving the ball. Kyle Rudolph was getting involved. Castle was looking really good, and then it got topped off from a 25-yard pass from Matt Castle to Matt Asiata for a touchdown. And it was looking positive for a while until Matt Castle decided he wasn't going to be a game manager anymore, and he was trying to force something. He tried to throw a deep pass in double coverage to Jarius Wright, which got intercepted and ran to the 1-yard line. Virtually a pick six. Then the Patriots punched it in and then got a field goal later on. And at halftime, it was 24-7. It was supposed to be 17-10, but a blocked field goal when Blair Walsh attempted it. Chandler Jones blocked it, picked it up, scooped and scored, and then it was 24-7. And after that play, all hope was lost for the Minnesota Vikings. The team was struggling, and they did not even try after that point. And Castle's interceptions just kept on racking. He just kept on racking up interceptions. Just bad decision after bad decision because he was trying, without Adrian Peterson, he was trying to force things. He was trying to be the offense. When really, the reason we have Castle is to manage the game. He's a game manager. He's like Alex Smith, a game manager. And I was happier early on that Kyle Rudolph was getting involved. He had 5 receptions for 53 yards. So, unfortunately, once he had 2 drops. So, that was just bad overall. It was just bad overall game because once it was 24-7, everyone just started giving up. And the one thing I noticed was Matt Khalil could not cover whatsoever with Chandler Jones. It's like Matt Khalil has been struggling all season. I know it's only been 2 games, but he was struggling in the preseason. And it's getting to a point where we're going to have to double team people who are with Matt Khalil. We need to get a fullback or a tight end to come and double team whoever he's covering because he's having a really tough time covering anybody. It's really getting annoying. And the reason we kept on getting these turnovers was because Castle was trying to force things. But I do think Matt Castle should start for the next couple games because we are facing off against some pretty good teams. And I just feel Bridgewater, he has to be ready to come in and play. And I think he should play against an easier defense. The team I feel he should be starting against is against the Detroit Lions at home in Week 6. I just feel that is the perfect day for him to start. And the defense we were all excited after the 34-6 blowout, and now it's the other side around. Now everyone's pessimistic about the defense because our secondary got torched by Tom Brady, who went 15 of 22 for 149 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. But he had a much better game than that. Julian Edelman, no one could cover him. No one. And Xavier Rhodes, I don't know how many pass interferences he got, or holdings, or just defensive penalties. There was one really just stupid call from the refs. Every other one, the one penalty that I guess I don't understand the whole entire call was when it was late into the second quarter, and Greg Jennings caught a pass after getting taken out by the linebacker Mayo for the Patriots, Gerard Mayo, and then offensive pass interference on Greg Jennings. That's the one thing I did not understand. But for the Patriots, Chandler Jones, oh my God, he was a monster the whole game. Constant pressure on Matt Castle, forcing the 4 interceptions. One of those was not his fault because of Matt Asiata, who had a pretty decent game up to that point, but at that point, everyone had basically given up hope. And the turning point was really that blocked field goal of Chandler Jones, because no one was really trying after that. And the Patriots just got constant pressure on Matt Castle, forcing him to try to make a play downfield, which Matt Castle's not good at that. When he's trying to force it, he's bad. And overall, it was a pretty bad game for Matt Castle. And, the Patriots, though, were very undisciplined. Had the most penalties ever in the history of the Patriots under Bill Belichick. I believe 23 or 24 penalties. That's a lot. Next week, they go to the Superdome against the Saints, who just lost, I believe, to the Browns. The last time I checked, they had just gotten like a game-winning field goal. Billy Cundiff. And, around the league talk, I guess, the Lions are going to lose to the Panthers, which means that the Vikings will be in a tie for first place no matter what. So, that's the one positive you can look at for the Vikings. And, the other games that are going on, the Cowboys won, which was very surprising. But they did exactly what they've been having to do for a long time. Feed the ball to DeMarco Murray. He is your workhorse. Tony Romo is not fully healthy. So I'm glad that they're finally realizing that. And DeMarco had a great game. But, unfortunately for the Vikings, other side of the spectrum from last week, and it's going to be a rough road ahead, I think, though. After we get to this stretch, once we get to the Lions game, it's going to get better. So, I'm signing out. Skol Vikings!